Guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El. So, as always, I start off the video just in case somebody walked in right now. So let me start off the video by saying this. There is, 3 miniseries I'm coming out with, and obviously request more and I'll do, based on the magnitude, I'll do more miniseries of other topics, other things. But the first miniseries is complete. I reviewed every part and I show you guys how to build a post-production computer retailed anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000, and you get to build it on the cheap. So I'm done with that, so you guys could check that out on my channel. The next one will be how to build a Starkiller helmet and an Iron Man helmet on a 3D printer from beginning to end with the paint and everything. And then after that, we're going to have the other mini-series that I just completed, which I'm on the desk right now, obviously, which is, and now I completed the whole setup, how to build a gaming / post-production / productivity desk retailing anywhere from $900 to $1,500. And I'm going to show you guys how to build it for a little bit over the $300 mark to a little bit over the $400 mark if you want what I have. So it's going to be pretty freaking interesting, so definitely tune into that. Now to go into the topic. Okay, so a lot of cool things are coming out for Nintendo Switch. Now we have a Direct, possibly the Direct we're all waiting for, and I'm not talking about the Nindy Direct, but a Direct that's coming out in, I believe in, I hope at least, in mid-September. Remember, they promised us a big Direct before the end of the year. Hopefully this is it, or probably they'll have other Directs before the end of the year, so we want to see what the announcements are. That's why I told you guys, save your money, see what the heck is coming out right now, especially if it's September. Let's see the announcements. And let me tell you what's coming out. So far, new announcements have been made. Okay, so The Messenger. Okay, so first of all, this game is pretty cool. Now, you know me, like I told you, whatever floats your boat, but me, myself, and I do not like retro games unless I'm playing real retro games like Nintendo, stuff like that. I'm not much for the indie retro game world. I bought a Nintendo Switch. I bought other, I made a powerful PC because I like games with great graphics. That's what entertains me. If I want to go back in time, which I do, I have a Nintendo, my classic. I play my games like Zelda and everything else. Not really much of a fan of the retro world. I like the old retro games, which are actually deserving of the name retro. But this thing, I gotta tell you, is amazing. Okay, so based on what I love the Ninja Gaiden series, okay? So, The Messenger is coming out, I believe, on the 30th, and it has like a $20 price point. If you look on your Nintendo Switch, you'll see it on the shopping thing. Especially if you guys are just looking into buying a Nintendo Switch, and you guys are, you're not that much into retro, but if you see this game, it looks pretty freaking awesome. You could look, there's a lot of people that are playing little clips of this game. It's just amazing. It's exactly like, it feels exactly like Ninja Gaiden or Shinobi / Metroid, Castlevania type, game. It's really, really cool. It goes between 8-bit to 16-bit when you go through portals. It looks very, very sick. Pretty amazing. And for $20, I'm definitely going to buy that for my nephew. I think he'd really like that. Yeah, he looked at the thing and really was amazed. I mean, I love ninja stuff, so I mean, I really love the Ninja Gaiden series, and it looks exactly like that. And now, it's coming out, and it's only $20. So, I mean, pretty awesome. The next thing that is coming out that is actually I am totally shocked and actually love this. I'm not even kidding when I tell you this. If you guys remember, now I love these kind of games like Final Fight. Now, it's not for everybody. Double Dragon, which I pray to God comes out for the Nintendo Switch at one point. And I'm not talking about the arcade, but an actual new Double Dragon game. It pretty much was the Nintendo days. Streets of Rage was in Genesis, and I loved all the Streets of Rage. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be honest, I love 2, I think, the best. But Streets of Rage was always my favorite. And now you would think, oh, you're going to get a port of 1, 2, and 3 or something like that. No, actually, they're coming out with Streets of Rage 4. Get this, for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this game looks beyond sick. I mean, I can't even tell you how amazing it looks. The graphics look insane. I can't wait to see this baby in action. I hope it plays well. I really think it's a real good move that they brought this game into play over here. I really think it's one of probably the best decisions they could ever make. to surprise us like that, especially us old timers. I'm 38 years old. Obviously, any one of us that comes from that era will, that would obviously respect this great game. And it looks incredible. And according to what I'm reading over here, they don't really have Sega isn't really taking them on as like it's not a Sega game. It's made actually by a different company, but Sega kind of is helping it along the way or something. It's very, very shades of gray what I'm understanding from this. But it's going to be a game of its own make, but it's exactly loyal to the classic editions. It's a beat 'em up game. Really, really cool. I mean, it just looks insanely awesome. And I really just dig that. I mean, I really, really dig this game. And I really hope that Nintendo sees how this game would be. Now, again, it doesn't look like it's going to be a $60 game. It kind of looks like it's an indie game, but not really. So I hope it stays around the price of about $20 or cheaper. I'd like it to be 10 or 20. I wouldn't like to see it at $30, which unfortunately I have a feeling that's what it's going to cost. Again, rumors. Don't want to say any rumors here. I'm just thinking that. So I want to make sure I tell you I don't have any evidence of this. I'm just thinking it's going to be for about a $30 price point. I really hope it stays within the $10 to $20 price point. And of course, if you wait, Nintendo might have sales and drop it down a little bit. I really think it'd be really, really cool. I also think that Sega being, now they're doing their own thing with Sega Ages, they're probably going to release all 1, 2, and 3 anyway. I think it would have been so cool if they actually collaborated and actually took it over 100% and released 1, 2, 3, and 4 and a Steelbook collection. That would be sick. With some collector, I don't know, amiibo. Could you imagine an amiibo from Streets of Rage, a Genesis game, to actually see that baby on there, like a Sonic? That would be so cool to have an amiibo from the Streets of Rage days. I'd like to see a Pit Fighter, a new Pit Fighter. I love Pit Fighter. But the games that I really like, I mean, I would really love if Nintendo sees how cool it is and release another Double Dragon with this kind of graphics. I mean, it looks really good on the stills. I just wonder how it's doing in play. If they would come out with another Double Dragon game with that kind of graphics and really push it and put a lot of money behind it, I think Nintendo got something. Also, Final Fight. I loved the Final Fight series, although I love Part 1 obviously the best. I think a new Final Fight would make it so freaking cool. A new Battletoads. How amazing would that be with today's graphics to see it on the Nintendo Switch? Playing, how amazing would that be? Or a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade-like game that's going to be, one of those beat-em-ups. I mean, how much did we love it? I know probably a lot of you guys that are younger are not from that generation, probably like, what the hell's he talking about? Those were great arcade games back in the day, or RoboCop or any one of these beat-em-ups. Combat Tribes. I know a lot of people probably don't remember this. Combat Tribes was the shiz. Okay, let me tell you something. It was like Double Dragon versus its own freaking thing. You can take two heads, smash them together, hold the guy in a headlock, bring him to the next guy and bash him. It was amazing. Picking up motorcycles, throwing it up. Look it up on YouTube. Look up the name Combat Tribes. How incredible would it be to play a new Combat Tribes with today's graphics on the Nintendo Switch, on the frickin' go? That would be insane. Now we're going to go into another game. The game is Dark Souls. Now, you guys know, I know most of us are not interested anymore. They pushed the game all the way out. And, Bandai, Namco, whatever, that made this game, and they keep pushing it. And I get it. I'd rather them fix the game and make it awesome before releasing it to the Switch. We don't want another WWE 2K18 from Blind Squirrel, repeat again. We want to make sure that this game will actually run and be normal. So here's the little issue I have in terms of Dark Souls. I don't trust them. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably like, you don't remember it or what happened. They're releasing right now a remastered collection for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, I believe, which is all of the Dark Souls series and released on it and put it in a steel book and whatever. Which I think is incredibly stupid, but whatever. Maybe they're trying to always squeeze money out of this game as much as possible. The thing is, I have a thing against Dark Souls. If you guys remember, when they came out for PC, and I know it was a while ago, but they came out for PC, and basically screwed all of us, all of the customers on PC, by giving us the most broken piece of garbage game that you could ever freaking imagine. And then they came out with a basically a patch, even though they didn't call it that, but a patch that pretty much fixed everything, and they charged us for it. So again, you're kind of seeing that money-hungry little thing. Hey, array capitalism, whatever. But I'm saying, array capitalism if it's fair. I don't know how fair this is going to be. I hope they don't release some garbage on the Nintendo Switch after all this wait, and then they're going to make you pay for something to fix it. Or they're going to come out with fixes later on. So I'm telling you guys, like I said in my other videos before, hold off on the Dark Souls purchase. It looks amazing, I know. It looked very amazing to me when I saw it on these fake reviewer sites. And then we went and bought it, and they had massive backlash for it. So hold off on it. Wait till it is released. Then play it somewhere or see how it is on YouTube reviews. See how the game is. If it's great, then you could put the money you want behind it. If not, do not invest in that at all. And that's just the way it is. That's the way I'm going to say it, because there's a new Direct coming out, and there's plenty of new games coming out right now, from Smash Brothers, from a bunch of games that are coming out. Possibly, you never know, Castlevania might come out. The Shenmue series is, going to come out. The Part 3 is coming out late. So, I mean, there's so many games that are coming out that I'd rather you guys save your money to spend on, because this most likely is going to be marketed very high in price. Even at $40, I mean, I just don't trust it. They're selling the collection series for $80 in a steelbook. I'm not going to be surprised if they come out with that for the Nintendo Switch. Again, hold off on it till you see how these guys operate, because they're extremely shady. I don't care what anybody says of other reviewers, they are shady. They're a very shady company. A shady developer, development group. Because what they did is they pretty much screwed everybody on PC with that. And I don't know if I could trust it until I actually see it. They also released great views of screenshots and gameplay footage, and everybody was going crazy. Oh man, we can't wait to get it. I got it on launch date, and we all got screwed. Okay, so wait on it. See how it plays, then make the decision if you want to buy it or not. To be honest, I think you should skip it altogether. Wait till Nintendo has a sale on it. Wait till it gets completely jabbed down in price and then purchase it. That's just my thing. But if you like it and you think it's cool, which I do love the game. It's just not, I don't trust them. And you like it, you want to pay $40. I think 40 is a good price for it if they come out with a totally fixed game. If they're going to charge anything over $40, it's totally not worth it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Let me just tell you right here. So next month I'm going to be giving this away after the mini-series. It's how to hold. It's Nintendo Switch holder, so I'm guessing I have acid reflux today because something horrible I ate. So this thing right here holds a Nintendo Switch or even your phone. I'm going to color it, of course. And this right here is, both of these were printed from Thingiverse. Awesome creators, makers over there on, for all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to be giving away Nintendo Switch things. By next month, I'm going to start it. So next month, after the series is completed, I'm going to be doing the sweepstakes right there. So as always, guys, self-funded here. The only way you guys can help me out is by subscribing, liking, and hitting that bell button. But definitely, I want to hear what you guys have to say down below about Streets of Rage 4, about should we have another Double Dragon? Are you guys interested in having combat tribes? And I dare you guys to look that up. I urge you guys to look that up. And what do you think of Dark Souls? Is it worth it? Should you jump right now and get it, especially after their back history? Let me know down below. I definitely want to hear it. Have a good one, y'all. Take care.